Welcome back in. It's time for Money Tuesday, and some aspects of retirement, like having a 401K, are fairly straightforward, easy to understand. Others, like a Roth IRA or Roth 401K, a little more involved. So that's why we have experts to help guide you through this. Marshall Clay is with the Welsh Group. He joins us to talk more about taking advantage of a Roth IRA or Roth 401K. Marshall, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning, Mike. How are you?
Doing well. Let's talk about, first of all, the difference between a 401K or Roth IRA or Roth 401K.
Yeah, so the Roth is a relatively new investment vehicle, and it was created, I think, at the end of the 1990s. And the big takeaway for the Roth is that contributions to a Roth are made with after-tax income. So that's the big obstacle that a lot of people have to overcome. But the tremendous advantages of Roth is when you get the money into that investment vehicle, the money grows tax-free, and then it's penalty-free on withdrawals. Above 59.5, and you've had the money in the Roth IRA for at least 5 years. So it's tremendous advantages on the back end, although you have to pay some taxes on the front end to get the money in there.
Yeah, and a lot of people would prefer that, but there are some income limits on who qualifies for a Roth, correct?
Exactly. So if you're making direct contributions to a Roth, I believe the income limits start to phase out at around $125,000 for adjusted gross income for single filers, and then around, I think it's $198,000 now for couples married filing jointly. So yeah, there's some income tax obstacles or income that you have to overcome, but there's some ways to get around that. There's some backdoor Roth contributions for people who exceed those limits. The difficulty there is that you can't have, or you shouldn't have, any other traditional deductible IRAs out there, right? Because when you're executing the transfer from those accounts to the other ones, you can have some taxes there as well.
All right, then, so let's help folks who do qualify under those income limits. How can they make contributions? How much they can contribute, as little or maximum?
Yeah, so it's $6,000 a year if you're under 50 years of age. There's $1,000 catch up once you get above 50. I would recommend that if you're in the bottom 3 tax brackets, if you're in the 10, 12 or 22% tax bracket, you should really look long and hard. If you're able to make a direct contribution, certainly do that. If your company offers a company 401K option, I typically recommend my clients to go ahead and pay the tax in order to get the money into the Roth. Just because we don't know where tax rates are going to be in the future, I would imagine that they're going to go up to some degree. The decision to contribute to a Roth gets a little bit more difficult when you get up into those higher tax brackets, though.
If you don't have something with a fiduciary, a relationship where the fiduciary is obviously looking out for your best interest, are there some online brokers where you can get information where it's really simple steps to follow to open up a Roth IRA or a Roth 401K?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you look at all the major discount brokers, whether it be Schwab, whether it be Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, any of those big discount brokers, if you just Google how do I contribute to my Roth IRA, there are tons of resources out there, and I would definitely encourage your viewers to explore those options, because the Roth is it's a great vehicle. It's just hard to get a lot of money in there without having to pay a lot of tax.
Makes a lot of sense. Marshall Clay, appreciate the help this morning. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Mike.
Marshall Clay with the Welsh Group there. All right, still ahead now on the Good Day